was a big challenge. But I always knew that I wanted to do some influence, right? Contribute to society in a positive way. And I have to think about so many things, but I think I'm a nurse. I have some experience. I can be a first-hand witness to some of the things than talking about something that I don't have first-hand experience in, right? For instance, even LPN, I wasn't an LPN, so if I want to talk about somebody from LPN to RN, I have to get somebody that has that first-hand experience. And that is my motivation, is to always have that first-hand experience, share their opinion and their experience with other people, hopefully to encourage other people. So to me, that was my motivation as a nurse, to use what I have as a strength to hopefully encourage people, because I know out there are people who are struggling, and trying to find their ways. So this was definitely a motivation. It's like, how do I motivate people in a bigger way? And I think talking to one person at a time, you can only influence one person at a time. But having a channel, hopefully you can reach a bigger population at a time. And so that was really what motivated me to decide to put myself or let's say in front of the camera. It was a big decision. I had to try out short. How do I from camera? I'm scared. How are people going to charge me? Right? It's easy for us to think about our appearance and stuff like that. I'm like, but I got to a point. I'm like, this is the time. There's no. If somebody really wants the material, they don't consider how you look or how you appear or sound.
I was just thinking, I'm going through the same journey of just like self-reflection. But when I'm the audience of something, I never look at, their pants and their shoes and how they're talking. I just listen to the content. Yeah. So we judge ourselves and we think that other people are looking at how we sound and how we look. They're really just listening to the words. That's all.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
Will this be your first episode for Adam?
Yes, this is our first episode actually on for the channel is going to have other things as well, but I try to categorize them in terms of like something fun or this is fun as well, but more like not educational, right? It's more like fun, like food reviews and travel, stuff like that. But
like a lifestyle,
right? But the podcast is actually going to be more educational. Okay. It's going to focus on especially nursing, and so we have other stuff coming up. So it's
something I realized. I'm talking about my son a lot, but it's because it's given me a lot of perspective. Is that we were talking about like the WHO and the WHO, and ADN and BSN, and we're throwing all these like taglines out. But what I'm getting from my son is how, like, getting it from the general public perspective of what they know and what they don't know. Because he's kind of approaching nursing school like, But I'm like, dude, it will whoop your butt. Like, you have got to, they think that they can do school the way that they've always done school, but just realizing, like, honing in on, like, nursing is a whole different type of schooling.
And then when you're done, you're not done.
Yeah.
And then on the floor, it's a totally different schooling, and you get smacked down.
It's something that I missed this episode I would want to discuss, actually, the nursing. This one is more like before lesson. So I think one of the episodes is going to focus on our experiences. The learning never ends. Anyway.
Can I say something? Something that I really like as an audience, what I would really want to like go in depth. It's like for you, Dylan, like having a license out of the United States, how it transferred and allowed you to work here in the States. I'm from Mexico, and I did my high school in Mexico. I did not have my eye in Mexico until I took residency here. So what is the process of like validating your education in a foreign country versus like valid? I'm not sure about making like
I think I understand.
Transfer your credits in your degree here so that you don't have to repeat and take it. I know people.
That's a whole episode by itself.
Yeah.
So in Philippines, there's few schools that they match their curriculum match the one here in the US. So I think California has like more requirements when it comes to for you to bring your degree here in the U.S. So the school that I went to matched California's requirements for that. So one of the things that you have to take, for example, what you call this, labor and delivery nursing. You have to take it on your second year, and then at the same time you have to actually deliver a baby.
Oh.
So that's one of the plus about going to Philippines is that I was able to experience delivering a baby. I was able to experience a scrub nurse. I was able to experience like a circulating nurse, and it requires us to do minimum of 4 or 3 spontaneous deliveries, and then 4 or 3 like cord cutting, 3 surgical nurse on like major surgeries, 3 scrub nurse as a scrub nurse on like a minor surgeries. So I was able to experience those, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
The delivery part, I almost passed up when I first saw it. I don't know why I got used to it. So
to like take some sort of exam here in the US to validate your license?
So,
no, right.
I have to take the English exam, and then also it's called CGFNS. They are like a separate I think agency. Yeah, they're the one who audits and verifies your record in the Philippines to make sure that it matches the one here in the US. Whatever they're required.
Do you have any trouble with the language? Any language barrier or?
Not really language barrier. I think maybe nursing culture and also culture of the population here is a bit different. And also the practice is different here in the US. Nurses here in the US have more, responsibility and authority, I would say. Versus the one in Philippines.
What I mean, were your classes teach you English?
Yes. So, everything is taught in English except for some like the Filipino language. Obviously, it's gonna be taught in the language. So everything else is in English. Both like maternal, medical, surgical, nursing. They're all taught in English. Yeah.
Which was correct. Well,
What?
which school did you go with college?
Oh, it's University of Santo Tomas. Yeah, it's supposed
Is that
to
where
be.
you went?
No, it's but that place is like one of the top. Like, it's really
I thought you did X-ray something before you came here, right? Yeah, she was like X-ray.
I went to Emilio Aguinaldo College.
Oh yeah, EAMC.
Well, you were like, oh yeah, my namesake. Let me go there. Anyway, if you like this show, make sure the first person that's going to subscribe, share, and comment is going to get a coffee mug from us. So make sure you like, share, and comment, and subscribe. And then if you are the first person who does that, you're going to receive a gift from the DKA channel. All right.
Let me know subscribe right now.
Another episode. Once you made it, another episode. Yeah.
So they're connected.
Thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. This has been an interesting experience.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
just jumping out. and
Yeah,
doing something,
yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, I know. And I appreciate you even inviting me.
Yeah, me
So
too.
no, maybe,
It's good to see you.
I appreciate it. Anyway,
What's the beeping?
Does she?
okay, so let's
Channel.
so real.